If you text yourself at 3 a.m., you're going to have an evil twin.
Y'all.
June.
Y'all ever just sit back and like just think of how good God has been to you? Nobody else can take the glory for my life. I'll speak for myself. Nobody can take the glory and the credit for everything that I've been through in my life. Nobody.
Mama.
Y'all, like, it's overwhelming how much God loves us.
Mama.
It's overwhelming. It really is. You okay, baby? It's overwhelming, y'all. It's so much stuff that I just want to tell y'all. It's so much stuff that I want to tell y'all, and there's no way that you can't believe. I am a walking miracle. I'm supposed to be gone so many times. And every time God proved it was nobody but Him. It wasn't nobody else. Nobody couldn't do the things that He did. Nobody. And I am forever grateful, y'all. And I really I want everybody to walk into, you know, their purpose and walk into your easy. I am in my easy now. I want everybody to walk into your easy. God's got so much in store for you. But why do we continue to, I need some money to give this man. Why do we continue to question? Why do we continue to question God? Why? Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all.
What man, Mama?
This man back here.
That was the same man that Uncle Peanut had gave me.
That's fine.
And my grandma and him, they was arguing about who was gonna give him money.
That's fine.
Is he homeless?
Oh.
Yeah. He right down the side of the curb. I want you to look for you.
Hey. Are you hungry? I'm going to McDonald's.
Actually, ma'am, I am, but I'm trying to get a room at this place down in not the Salvation Army, but the Waterfront Mission. They charge $10 a night. I don't have it. I ain't had a shower when I've been outside. I'm kind of hungry, but I'm trying to get $10 where I can get some. I need some food.
Here, this is all the cash I have.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You have a good day.
You too.
How much is it, people?
$12. Just $12. He telling me to come on. I'm finna come anyways. I'm hungry.
Yeah, that was the man that my grandma and
That's fine. Cause if he don't do what he's supposed to do with it, that's on him, not me. But y'all,
Mom,
I'm sorry, but I'm finna tell. Y'all, hold on. I gotta order these kids. But I gotta feed my babies. Okay, so I got their food, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this.
All this stuff on.
Save me something. Just save me something.
Mama, I want to get my
That's
own.
fine. I don't want no sausage biscuit. It's dry. Give me a bread.
I eat both of them.
If y'all that hungry and y'all gonna eat all of it, just eat it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the other.
But yeah, as I was saying, there's no way, y'all. I've been through the state of questioning, you know, trying to pick and find everything to prove the Bible wrong, all of that. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. When you start doing that, you are awakening. You are going through a stage of awakening. God is showing you some things, and He's allowing your free will to fight against your spirit so that you can prove it to yourself. Because I don't know, it's just something we have to see it for ourselves. And if we don't see it, we don't believe it. But we'll listen to homeboy, homegirl say that they gonna give us this and give us that, and we'll believe it right off bat. I don't know. Just human things. But God has proven to me that it has been nobody else. And I promise to you, y'all, I've had so many opportunities. I could have had millions by now. But it's like God has been and is showing me that the only way I'm going to get it is through him, so that no one else can take the glory or take the credit for it. Growing up, I always had an issue with people taking the credit. Like, I did this for you and I did that for you. And I used to pray about it all the time because I hated it. It makes you feel some way. It makes you feel small. And it also makes you feel like these people just, they want you to be so dependent on them, and they don't want to applaud you or give you credit or be like, okay, good job, or be even nice unless it's benefiting them. So when they start seeing you get a little glory, a little fame, a little, attention, then they say, oh, I did this for her, or I did that for her. Well, in my adult life, God took my life and he made it to where no one could say that. So now I want to tell y'all my testimony, and I can't tell y'all everything because it's some stuff that, you'll have to read my book. It's some stuff that I'm just not going to put out there because it's a lot. And I don't care about people judging me, but I protect what's mine. I protect people who I love. I protect people who protect me. And that's just that. So it's been so many things that I've been through that I'm not even supposed to be here, y'all. After I had my second son, I was diagnosed with cancer twice. My weight, I would go to the doctor and get my vitals. My weight was always all the way down to 60 something. What adult weighs that amount? Like, literally, when I look back at my pictures, I joke about it. And I'm like, dang, I was supposed to be dead, huh? Like, I'm dead in this picture, ain't it? Because I was depressed. I was at the lowest I had ever been in my life. I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't taking care of myself. I didn't care about me. And at that point, it's like, if you don't care about yourself, how can you care about your children and people you love? Like, my kids were the only thing that kept me going through that. So I know how it is. Like, when people go to the doctor, I've always said, the diagnosis is what kills you. It's not the sickness. It's the diagnosis that kills you. Because when you get that diagnosis, you start to believe that you are dead. When I first went in there, I cried, the first day. And I was like, oh my God, like, what's going on? Panicking. The next time I went back in there, when they actually, were about to show me the tumor, cancer, whatever it was the size of a golf ball. When they were about to show it to me, I told him, I said, I don't have cancer. And he laughed and he was like, yeah, you do. It's right here. I'm going to show you. And I'm like, I don't have cancer. And he scheduled me for radiation. So I went through radiation. You can't have anybody around you. I didn't get to see my kids for a week. I had to wash everything. Like, I was sick. Like, I had to live like I was sick, y'all. That's crazy. I had to wash down everything with bleach after I touch it so the radiation wouldn't be on it or whatever. I went through that, and it's so crazy, y'all. When I actually went to my appointment to get the radiation done, I didn't have a babysitter. So my son went with me. He was an infant. He was a baby. Of course, he was asleep when I started, going through the radiation. But I was so grateful that God gave me genuine doctors and genuine people around me. I was in I don't know what these machines call, because I'm not a radiologist, but I was in the little dome thing for a couple of hours, and when I woke up, the doctor was holding him, and he was like, yeah, he's fine, So and when I went railroad track, when I went back for my follow-up appointment, my endocrinologist came in. He was a foreign man, and he came in and he was telling me, you know, mind you, let me tell y'all, before all this happened, he told me, I'm gonna drop you because you don't take your medicine, you don't do this, that, and the other. Y'all, they gave me levothyroxine. It only made me fall asleep while I was driving. I did not understand it. I could be doing anything all day, but when I get in the car and drive, I would instantly get sleepy. I was not about to die. Like, I'm not finna die driving. You're crazy. So I did not take the medicine. And when he came in the room, he looked like he saw like a deer in headlights. And I was waiting for him to tell me what was wrong. He was like, it's gone. He was like, it's not possible. It's gone. Like, yeah, it is possible because I told you I didn't have it. If you don't claim it, it's not gonna be, y'all. So if you get this diagnosis, you have to switch your mind. There's a chemical reaction between your mind and your body. So if your mind is positive and your mind tells your body that you do not have it, your body has to act and move as such. If you speak it, your tongue is powerful enough for you to declare it over your life that it's not so. You have to walk like you already are healed. You have to walk like you already are a millionaire. You have to walk like you are already that person. I don't care what you want to be. You want to be the best football player? Walk and act like you the best football player. Not saying be cocky, but know who you are. We have to know who we are. And I wish somebody taught me this when I was a child, because I was broken as a child. I was broken, y'all. I was broken. I was sheltered at first. Didn't know anything. Don't really remember much of, when I was a baby, of course. I remember some stuff faintly. But God took me out of a situation and placed me in a situation where I was sheltered and covered. Not saying that anything was hidden from me, because it wasn't. But God placed me in a home, in a situation where I did not have to go through what I would have went through, He placed me with genuine people, and the situation that happened, y'all, is so crazy because it could have been worse. I could have been dead. I could have been trafficked somewhere. I could have been not here. This video could have never happened if God didn't send me genuine people. So, I just want y'all to know, like, God is in control. I don't care what nobody say. And I done been through enough, and I have enough, like, I have more than enough in life to prove that it's nobody but Him. It's nobody but God. So, if you look back and you don't have nothing that, like, proves to you that it's God, maybe you need to, like, look in the mirror and look at yourself and evaluate some things, because it's crazy. It's crazy. My phone keep falling. I gotta get a stand. But I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. just to bring some light to this video. Y'all, when I was little, my granny used to put me on these church shoes. The ones that you slip on every floor you go on. And there's a restaurant in Mobile. It's called Morrison's. And I slipped on the floor one day, y'all, and I got a concussion. I'm sorry. But I slipped on Morrison's floor and I got a concussion, y'all. My grandmama said I was out for a few minutes. And she said them folks was begging her not to sue them. And she was just like, I don't care, just as long as my grandbaby okay. I'm fine. Y'all, we ate there every Sunday. Like, all them people in Morrison's knew me. They probably still know me if I tell them who I am, but it's just so crazy. Because I slipped on the floor, and y'all, when we came back that next Sunday, them folks had carpet on the floor. They had carpet on the floor. They said, that ain't happening no more. But anyways, yeah. That's one time where I got hurt, y'all. I was hurt. I could have been out of here.
Mama, can we go there?
To Morrison's.
Yeah.
I ain't finna spend no money on no food. I can cook. But anyways, that was one time. And then another time when I was little, I had got staph infection in my ear. And I remember my dad telling me he went to get me from my mom. And my mom had me sitting there, and he said my head was like so swollen. He said he remember looking at me, and my head was just big because the staph infection was in my ear hole. I have I don't know what it's called. People used to tell me that intelligent people have it, I guess to make me feel better, but there's a hole in my ear right there, and when I was little kid stuck an earring in it and punctured the piece of skin that kind of separates it from going inside. My dad said he remember walking in there where my mom was and fill in the blank. But he took me, picked me up, rushed me to the hospital, and he told me, he was like, the nurse told me that if I waited 1 second longer, you would have died. And I was like, golly. And y'all, I know, because it happened to me my first year of college. I had went to Texas, and I got staph infection in my ear, the same hole, and that junk hurt so bad. Hold on. It happened 3 times. It happened to me in high school when we went to Texas too. I don't know, it's just something about Texas. I ain't going to Texas no more. But we went on a church trip to Texas, and when I came back home, my ear was like, it had a smell to it. And I was telling my mom, I was like, what's wrong with my ear? Like, it stank. But it had started swelling up, y'all, and it was hurting so bad. And when I squeezed it, it was like pus or some nasty stuff coming out of it. So it had swollen up really bad. She took me to the doctor, and they were telling her they had to do surgery or some junk, and I had to be woke. Y'all, I cried so bad. Them folks was sitting there cutting on my ear while I'm woke and gonna show me a gauze. The gauze was like this long, and they stuffed it down inside my ear after they did the surgery. And I'm sitting there screaming, y'all. I'm in high school now. I'm like in the 10th, 11th grade. I'm big as heck. And I'm sitting here crying and screaming. And my mama told me something, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. Ooh, like, you ain't making it better. Sitting here watching, like, you get out. But yes, once they did that, they put that gauze down in there because, like, I had to take for it to heal, like, from the inside out, so that it wouldn't be open on the inside. It had to heal from the inside out, the cut or the laceration, proper terminology. But it had to heal from the inside out, so they put that gauze in there, and like every day we had to pull a little piece out. Y'all, that was the worst pain ever. And then it happened again to me in college. I was going to UA, and it happened. My ear swelled up, and I went in the hospital, and I told them, I said, y'all, I have staph infection in my ear, and it is hurting. Like, what can y'all do? Then folks gonna tell me they don't know what it is. I just told you it's staph infection. Like, come on and hurry up so this junk can get up out my ear because it's hurting. So I went in there. I don't really remember what they did. I don't remember what I think they gave me some antibiotics, and my phone keep falling. I need a stand. Y'all want to buy me a stand? But they gave me some antibiotics and something else so that I can clean it and stuff. But that made me, I couldn't go to class, and that made me miss a bunch of classes. Like, this was my second semester in college, y'all. And I ended up missing 3 days consecutively. So I ended up getting dropped. And I was like, y'all, please don't go to school. And then at that point, it was so much on me because I couldn't go to work study. I had to go to work study because my tuition was still $5,000 after my student loans, my grants, and my scholarship. So I had to work to pay for school, and I couldn't go to work. So I was having problems with that. You know, they trying to drop me from, I was working for like a company that helps people with their speech. And, you know, I was working under a psychologist. And they were about to drop me. So I kind of gave up, y'all. I stopped going. Even after I healed, I didn't go to class because I was just like, you know what, forget it. And at that point in my life, I kind of gave up. I kind of gave up on a lot. Like, I kind of gave up on school at that point. And then it was so crazy because right after all of that happened, the tornado hit. Y'all, I was at work. And then they were like, y'all gotta go because it's a tornado and they're saying that it's this far away. Man, I'm walking home back to my dorm because my work was like a mile from my dorm. So I'm walking back to my dorm, and then here come the dang sirens. And I just see everybody running, so of course I ran too. I'm like, hold up, we finna die. So I ran, and as soon as I got in the building, like, they grabbed me inside the building. As soon as I got inside the building, all you saw was the tornado coming down the street. And I promise y'all, that tornado looked like it was driving. That mud was turning corners. That was the craziest thing ever that has ever happened to me. And at that point, we had no power. The whole town was messed up. Everything was messed up. And we stayed there for a few days. Of course, I stayed there because my parents didn't want to drive up there. And they couldn't drive up there. They couldn't get off work. So I had to leave my car at home. Like, everything was just dumb.
Look, just keep on watching.
That's why I work so hard to make sure that when my kids go to school, they have everything. Because I don't want them to go through what I went through. Because that was just dumb. And now I'm like in debt. Because school there is like a car each semester. So, but yeah, a few days after that, they told us that our water was contaminated, y'all, and we had to go home, and I had to like ride with my cousin. So half of my stuff had to stay there. Like, I lost everything. I really lost everything. And I tried to do a FEMA claim. They wasn't going for it. But I lost all my stuff because all I could take was what else could fit in the car with, you know, their stuff. And it was, I don't know, I just started all over. And at that point when I came home, I just went to stay with my aunt, and then I went to stay with a friend. Like, I was just bouncing around, y'all. I didn't have nowhere to stay.
You remember when we went on that skate trip?
I don't want to say that it was by choice. I don't want to say that I didn't have anywhere to stay by choice. Like, when someone keeps giving you or saying, come home, and then when you come, they make it a living hell. Like, I'm not the type of person, even with my family, like, I give a lot. And if I have anything, I'm going to give it to you. If I'm living with you, I'm going to give you everything that I, mostly everything I get. I'm going to pay bills. I'm going to clean up. All of that. And it pisses me off, like when sometimes parents will tell their kids to come home, and then when your child come home, you're treating them like crap. Like, so yeah, I was homeless for a while, bouncing from house to house. Went to stay with my daughter's dad's family because we were dating at that time. I stayed there for a little while. Things started happening, so I moved back with an aunt. I stayed with her for a little while. Things started happening, y'all. Like, I started being accused of stuff that I didn't do. And it wasn't no little stuff, y'all. It was big stuff. And mind you, I was still hurting from the situation at the time. I was hurting. And I still, like, you know, kind of hurt from it, because how can you take away someone from me that he didn't deserve it, like, for real. But I moved away because I was being accused of stuff, and I went and stayed with a friend. And I am forever grateful for this family. I stayed with them. I had 2 jobs, y'all. So I was working my butt off. I was working at Hooters and I was working at Abercrombie. And I would go to work. I would come home. I had ended up getting pregnant. I had started getting weak. I was giving her my wig. I was giving her everything. Like, I did not care. I just wanted to be at peace, you know? I didn't want to be in a place where I didn't feel welcome. Like, she welcomed me. She welcomed me so much, and I'm forever grateful. I promise you, when I blow up, I'm going to find her, and I'm going to take care of her, because she made my life easy. She made everything easy. People would probably look at me crazy because, like, I dropped out of college. I got pregnant. I'm homeless, but that lady, I tell you. But yeah, so I ended up getting an apartment, my first apartment. I ended up making enough money to get my apartment. I bought me a car, and I was good. Like, I literally worked almost 100. I mean, like, my manager was so genuine. Like, he taught me about money management. He showed me, you know, to pay myself first. He taught me a lot. That's like my brother, like, literally. And he's moved away, so move back. I'm just playing, don't move back. But he taught me a lot, y'all, and he would always give me hours, and he would make sure that I'm straight. He treated me like a sister, and he always told me that he was proud of me, you know? Like, I've never had anybody to always tell me they were proud of me and not want anything in return, y'all. I think he kind of gave me strength to become myself. So he, you know, I worked and I did everything. Like, my daughter had everything. I was 6 months pregnant, and I had everything that my daughter needed for her first 1.5 years of life. So we were good. We were good. But yeah, I gotta take my daughter to the doctor now. So I just want y'all to know that, hey, I'm at the wrong doctor, Jay. Oh, you got too many doctors. Okay, we at the wrong place. But I just want y'all to know, like, don't give up, and don't give glory to man ever. Don't give glory to man, because it can be easier. It can be so much better, you know. You just have to want it. You have to know that you deserve it. That's what it is. You have to know that you deserve better. And when we start knowing that we deserve better in life, that's when we get up and do something about it. That's when we stop taking BS from people. That's when we stop letting people run us over, because we know, you ain't finna do this to me, because I deserve better than this, and I can get better than this without you. I can get better than this on my own. So why am I sitting here taking this from you? Take your little miserable take your little miserable butt on. Like, leave me alone. Let me be in my peace and my glory and my goddessness. I'm gonna make a word. Let me be happy, and I can be happy by myself. So that's when you kind of, you know, just know, y'all, it's more. It's greatness in all of y'all, for real. And I'm gonna keep beating it in everybody's head. I don't care. I don't care if every video I say, I tell y'all great, because y'all are. Because I didn't have nobody to tell me that, you know. So I want to break the curse. If God wants to use me to reach 1 million people, I'm ready for it. I'm ready, and I ain't stopping. If God wants to use my kids to reach kids, we ready, because we know, all of us, like, my kids watch me struggle. They seen it. They know that I always get back up, but they know, you know, sometimes mama, stuff happens. What, baby?
I didn't even know half of the stuff she was talking about.
What you talking about?
I didn't know
you learning stuff?
Yeah.
I know, because I don't tell you. But I mean, you are of age now where I trust you with it, because I don't want you to go through it, you know?
You should trust me with it, because I went through it. You go to your friends.
I trust y'all, period.
No. If I go to my friends and tell them that, that's helping my friends.
Yes, it is. Yes.
That's telling my friends.
You want to see them do better.
If they love the devil, I'm going to tell them to love Jesus.
Yes. Love Jesus.
Not love the devil.
And not love the devil.
The devil is a liar.
The devil is a liar.
The devil is ugly.
Amen, son. Amen. Yeah. But for real though, like, it's a lot of stuff that I done been through. It's way more. And I could talk for days. I could talk for hours. And I want to eventually, you know, I'm writing a book. I just don't want to tell everything. I don't want to tell the good parts, because I want it to reach the right people, you know? I want the right person to see it. I want the person that's broken. I want the people that's broken. I love broken people. I love it, because I've been there. I've been there. And I've been there without support, you know? And not saying that all my family doesn't support me, because there's a difference between not supporting and staying out of your way. There's a lot of people in my family, my blessed family, that's what I'm gonna say. There's a lot of people in my blessed family or my blessing family, that stay out of the way, because they know that I can withstand anything. They knew when I didn't know. Like, I thought I was whatever, like down, like over it. But they stay out the way. And that's another thing. Like, I went through a lot of stuff, like with men, and nobody don't know, because I don't tell nobody, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
I don't tell nobody. And a lot of stuff my kids don't know, you know? It's a lot of stuff that I made it through that's why I'm the reason that I am the way that I am. That's why I give. That's why I don't laugh at people's pain. Because in an instant, your life can change. Like, you can lose everything. You treat people kind. You treat people genuine. Sometimes I be in tears, y'all. Be in tears trying to be the bigger person. I go and I'll cuss. I'll be like, I'm tired of this, you know, for real. But when it comes to the time to be the bigger person, I do the right thing. Even though it makes me feel a little small afterwards, I feel like a giant, because I did the right thing. My granny always told me, make sure that you never say or do anything that you have to take back. And when I was younger, I used to argue with her on the phone. She'd be like, I don't care. They did it to me and this, that, and the other. And now that I'm older, I understand why. Because you're not hurting them. And the people who get mad and angry and stuff, you're not hurting other people. You're hurting yourself. You blocking your blessings. You clouding your mind. You cutting off your God power. Because you're so focused on this and getting back and getting even, that you can't focus on becoming the best you. So we gotta learn how to be the bigger person, even when it hurts. It's gonna be times when my kids gonna come tell me stuff, and y'all, I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna want to fight them little kids. But you know, I'm gonna make sure that they be the bigger person. At this point, I'll take the punishment. I'm just playing. But yeah, we gotta be the bigger person. And it's stuff that my kids are gonna go through, that I went through. And I'm gonna have to teach them. You know, I'm gonna have to show them and walk them through. And my daughter's gonna go through. I hope she never gets hurt by a guy, because she's way more smart about, you know.
Mama, I don't want no boyfriend. What are you talking about?
See, she's way more smarter than I was.
If a boy breaking your house, how they gonna break in my house? How they gonna break my heart if I don't got one? Through
some negative
And
thoughts.
if they break through the window,
I have to work on
I'll be
it.
like, I pop out at your party.
Joe, we're being serious. We're not joking. Why are you joking all the time? That's not funny. Stop speaking those negative things over people. Don't speak nothing negative over yourself. Do you understand me? Dude, okay. I'm not playing. All that listening to what you listening to and watching what you watching, dead, done. Don't do it.
Dead, done, don't do it.
Cause guess what you doing? You putting those thoughts in your head. Now, when you go to school, you worried about something else. You can't even focus on what you focusing on because you worried about other stuff that's going on. You worried about what happened on YouTube last night. For real.
I'm worried about watching Funny Mike video.
You sure do be watching Funny Mike. Every time I come in, it's a Funny Mike thing. I'm like, what? Every time I wake up in the middle of the night, Funny Mike on. Like, y'all get it together.
Welcome to the line for the SJG.
Yes, get it together. What you feed your mind is what consumes you, y'all.
I want to be a bad kid, Mama.
You want to be a bad kid.
Yeah.
How about you make something and you be your own person? You know what I'm saying? If you like watching YouTube, that's why I try to do YouTube with y'all.
I want to be a bad kid.
No, how about you do YouTube? Like, come on, create your own. You had Girl Squad. What happened? You don't want to be on that channel, so you just gonna switch your channel. You gonna change your channel? Find something else that you want to do. Make something. Build something that you have. Something that you could take forever.
Yeah, just work to the thing.
You making somebody else rich. Well,
at least they rich.
At least they rich, but what about you? What if I stop buying you stuff? What you gonna do?
I'm staying in my room and wear my clothes.
You gonna stay in your room with your clothes? So what if you outgrow those clothes?
I'm gonna take your clothes.
Okay, what if you get bigger than me?
I'm gonna take your money.
How you gonna take my money? What if I don't have no money?
Well, how you gonna live?
I done lived, man. I got everything I need.
Me too. I got a room.
It's time for y'all. It's different times, baby. It's different times.
I got $198.
$198 ain't gonna pay nothing but a water bill. You can't even go grocery shopping with $198. Not for everybody. Probably for yourself.
Grocery shopping for myself.
You selfish. Why are you so selfish?
That's not selfish.
That is selfish.
That's what I can afford.
So that's what you can afford. Oh Lord, you heard that from your grandma. Now what if something happened to me and you had to take care of your brothers? I can't even trust you to take care of your brothers.
You would give me money to take care of them.
I'm gonna give you money to take care of them.
No, Mama gonna be holding that job.
What if I'm gone? What if I vanish? Like, what if something happens to me? What's gonna happen to y'all?
Man, I'm gonna dig you out of your grave. We gonna go to the neighbor house and live.
And then I'm gonna be like this. Can't move, can't do nothing.
Now I'm putting you in my room closet. I'm be like, Mama, good night.
Oh Lord.
She
Oh.
ain't gonna be able.
That's so weird and sweet at the same time.
She ain't gonna be able. I know. See that. I would at least buy her.
Okay, well, let's not talk about that,
I
y'all.
know she passed away, but
Let's not talk about that, cause
I would still kiss her.
y'all blowing me right now. Let's not talk about it.
What?
So,
You passed away.
but yeah, y'all got to start. Like, that's why I constantly instilling y'all,
I'm
try to
20
teach y'all
years
to do
old.
stuff. Y'all lazy.
I'm not no lazy.
You is lazy.
Cleaned up my room.
Me?
And who else?
Me?
And who else?
Not you.
Me!
You get on my nerve. You supposed to be training for baseball. What you been doing?
Baseball. Oh, I've been watching TV.
Exactly. I'm going to bust the TV. No TV.
Bust your wig off.
You're so goofy. But yeah, y'all gotta do better now. We at the right place this time, y'all. I went to the wrong doctor's office.
Pop out at me. Your brain.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about. These kids are distracting me, so I will continue this in another video.
Mama, it's
I
probably
gotta go
the
watch
hood.
it. Poverty is something you never want to be in.
What is that?
Poor. No money.
That's the song. We come from poverty, man. We ain't had a thing.
Exactly.
It's a lot to mama.
I don't think he said that.
Yes, it is.
Animosity.
He said it's a lot to animosity.
Animosity.
No, we came from poverty.
Animosity. Like,
No. We came from poverty, man. We ain't had a thing. It's a lot to animosity. So to get change. And aiming for your body.
Is that the ice cream man?
No, that's my phone.
Oh.
That's such a brain.
Girl, I think we late for your appointment, so hopefully they still
Can we
let
get
us
some
know.
ice cream?
Hey, spoiled one, spoiled two. No. Okay?
Okay, whatever. We ain't never had it. That's why I'm about to
Hey,
your leave.
It's a holiday. I got. Oh.
We finally at the right doctor, y'all. I can't believe I went to the other doctor. I'll be so confused.
Mama,
You got
why
so
did you
many
talk
girls.
about your day?
Huh?
Why did you talk about your day?
My dad? I don't want to talk about my dad.
I miss her.
That's the thing that I don't want to talk about. Wow.
No,
No.
no. People don't need, like, the whole world don't need to know that your dad,
You was gonna tell?
you know, your dad had to go through this.